And we're back with another banger.
Welcome to our channel.
And today we will be talking about girl code,
mental health.
So when I think about girl code is when you stink, but and we tell you before you go outside and you don't even want to do nothing about that, and we tell you this, and you think we're lying and playing,
and we just come to you, towards you, and if somebody said a minute later, you're gonna feel some type of way about it.
Towards us about it, and when we're talking it's to you, and we're trying to get it out that you smell bad before, but not in a mean way, trying to say it as your friend, not somebody off the street. Because we want to tell you that before you go into the street and start smelling bad.
I feel like girl code is just a friend group. If we have a friend group, please just don't talk to the other, a guy I talk to or anything. And girl code is just certain things. Don't mess with my brother. If I had a brother, don't mess with him. Unless he looks too good for you, okay? But all my brothers grown, so girl.
Yeah, I can say I can agree. If I'm talking to a boy and I'm talking to him or I'm dating him and you try to flirt with him, I feel like that is very weird. And you was not a real friend. You need to go do something with your life. But yeah, and that brother thing, man, I got a little brother, so that's just weird.
Girl codes for me is if we talking, don't if we get into an argument, don't blurt what I told you out. And just don't backstab me. Go talk to another person that I don't mess with.
Girl code for me is kind of if you're supposed to be my best friend and you going around messing with every dude that I used to talk to or do talk to, I feel first of all, you being messy. Second of all, why is you talking to my exes? For what?
Say I can't think of a scenario. When we think of one, I have one. Oh, go ahead.
So a scenario is you hate somebody and you didn't even get to know them. That's breaking girl code.
Yeah. My scenario is, say if you were dating a boy and your closest friend to you, or somebody you actually love hanging around with, they go and tries to talk to them and you didn't know, and then you find out from people that you haven't seen in a long time, and they tell you, and they didn't and the person who's trying to talk to your boyfriend or girlfriend, is your best friend, and your best friend, and they don't want to come to you first before a random does. That's weird to me, and I feel some people should just tell your friends that. Own up to it. And then also another thing is, if I come to you and talk to you about it and you're not trying to admit anything about it, I'm gonna feel some type of way because I know what you did, and it's coming from multiple people, and I just wanted to hear it come out of your mouth to make sure I'm not just speaking on your name and they're not lying on you.
And another one is you shouldn't judge sexuality.
Yeah, I have a question for the crowd. What age do you think is appropriate for your kid or you to be dating? Or
and how do you feel about dating?
Yeah. Put the stuff in the comments.
Okay, now I'm finna go on to mental health.
Mental health for me is just keep up with your hygiene. Stay clean, stay fresh, especially if you're a girl.
No, it's both genders, both ways, okay? Even though what I'm supposed to call this?
The hoo-ha.
The private. It's more, sensitive and stuff. Yeah, go.
I feel mental health is waking up every morning, doing what you need to do to get out for the day, and make sure you keep your health on track,
Okay, I'm gonna just say mental health is mindset-wise. We all need to learn something about our mental health. Not my body, health because I know how to. I know my body. So it's just my mental health. I don't know that all the way.
Mental health for me, like Michaela said, like mindset wise, like there's a lot of stuff that could cause your mental health to go like very low. Like school, for example, you gotta wake up every single morning for like 7-8 hours doing nothing but work with some nasty food, to be honest. And then you get a bunch of homework, and then you gotta go home, and then you gotta do chores and do this and do that. Like it's like a whole lot of stuff. And then it's like your parents or like people don't really notice like that you struggling for real, and then it's just like, dang, like I ain't got no one to talk to or like anything like that. And like, yeah, like
My mom is like my number one person, like the one that'll be there for me. And my mom used to tell me, don't worry about them and think about the positive. And I used to cry, and because like how I am is like I'm a nice person. Like I don't bully people because that's not just one of my family, but yeah, like I'm not the type of person. So like
You shouldn't judge psychology because you don't know what people are going through. You don't know why people do this and that.
Like, if you see, like, don't just judge them off of this, what they wear or, like, how they act. Like, if you know, like, they have, like, they, them pronouns, don't just say that's a girl, like, that's a boy, and you know their pronouns. But if you're judging them or, like, you're assuming what their pronouns are and you're not going to talk to them about it, it's going to make them feel some type of way.
Yeah, and if they don't
That's how
want to
people go depressed.
And if they don't want to talk about that, and you're trying to make them and like force it onto them to talk about it, don't do that, because some people, when I be reading documents and watching documents and like YouTube and stuff, it says like suicide. So like I don't like when people commit suicide.
I just read this story about a 11-year-old committing suicide because people kept judging him on what he weared and how he came to school smelling. And I think that I did feel some type of way about that because, like, it's in middle school and, like, you can feel some type of way about it.
Right, and you don't know what they're going through. What if they're going something through at home and you don't know that?
Yeah, and they just, like, show how they, like, they're, like, super quiet and stuff. Like, you can talk to them about or get help for, like, not just being so
And people
rude.
might seem sassy, but if you don't get to know them, you don't know anything about them.
Yeah.
You can't just assume of somebody being sassy and all that.
And then mental health could like cause like a bunch of issues. Like not in that way, but
I know.
yeah, that could result people going to a hospital.
Or harming yourself. You can harm yourself about your mental health. Let's think about it, because a lot of people harm themselves nowadays. But now, since people is getting bullied and people is messing with their mindsets,
Especially teenagers.
yes, especially teenagers, they all is killing themselves because of it. So I just think, like, people just need to stop bullying people. That's why I be so nice to people, because I'm a joyful person. I try to be nice. I'm really a nice person in real life. So, like, I used to get bullied, actually. I was crying every single day. I was in the bathroom crying, and I thought I was ready for a relationship, knowing dang well I wasn't. So think about your mental health first before getting into a relationship, because that's not good for you, because they going to put some stress onto you, so you shouldn't even try that, okay? I'm just going to say that right now. And my one teacher, shout out to Miss Stevenson. Shout out to you. Teacher of the Year.
That's all the time that we have for today. If you have more questions, you could drop them down in the comments. And
Have more scenarios you want us to talk about, or you can put
more
your
past.
Yeah, more past, or you can put your story in there so we can talk about it on our podcast if y'all want.
yeah, and comment down below more stuff you want us to like talk about during the podcast and like.
And go to my grandma's restaurant at Wendy's House of Soul. Thank you.
Please hit that bell.
Hit the bell. Hit the bell. And stay tuned for the next one, y'all. Stay tuned. Wait to see me.
Please stay tuned. Subscribe.
And stay
and
tuned
like
for
more
the next-
podcasts.
More next
There's
time.
gonna be different podcasts though.